Hello, I am author Eileen Schnabel, author of the Kep Westgard Time Travel to the American Revolution series, and we are coming up on the 250th anniversary of Paul Revere's ride, April 18th, 1775. Paul Revere took his famous ride, and my book, One If by Land, Two If by Submarine, was based on that, where a time traveler comes and kidnaps Paul Revere, so Kep has to take his ride. Well, when I researched it, one of the really fun scenes both to write and to research was something that was a total Houston, we have a problem moment that you would think an author just made up out of her head or his head, but actually it was true. A major glitch happens. So Paul Revere does manage to warn Sam Adams and John Hancock that they might be arrested and they need to escape. So basically they say, hey, thanks for the warning. They escape, but John says, we have another problem. And this is what the other problem was. You cannot make this stuff up. And I will read to you when Kep has to experience this moment. So Kep has a lot of issues going on already, and John Hancock and Samuel Adams are supposed to just go on and be safe so that Kep can check that off their list. That's done. But he learns there's another problem. Hold up, Hancock shouted. Kep gritted his teeth and pulled back on the reins as the carriage neared. A complication has arisen, Hancock called, drawing alongside. Hancock had a complication? Well, so did Kep. His brother might be in British hands. Their 24 hours were about to expire. Tella appeared ready to topple out of her saddle at any moment, and they needed to dodge an entire British regiment to get back to Boston. What is it? Kep said testily. We're on a tight timetable. Hancock raised his brows at the tone, but pressed on. A critical item was left behind and must be retrieved immediately. If this item had anything to do with this man's lunch, Kep swore he was going to find the nearest British sentry and turn over Hancock himself. My friend, Mr. Hancock, left behind a trunk. Sam Adams, said in his shaky voice. If those bloody butchers find it, it won't matter if we're captured. The trunk is stuffed with papers incriminating enough to bring down the entire Continental Congress and send them straight to the gallows. You forgot it? Kep faced Hancock. Young man, you have no idea the stress I've been under. Hancock sounded affronted. He brushed dirt from his velvet pants. The upheaval, the disruptions. Disruptions, right, Kep said testily. You remembered the iced perch but forgot the papers that could bring down the revolution. That's a side note because apparently Hancock, when he escaped, actually stayed around long enough to pack a lunch, which in fairness, there was not going to be any drive-thrus on their trip. But in the story, Kep is astounded that he would take time for a lunch when to pack a picnic lunch when he's escaping the British. Anyway, excuse me? Never mind. Where is this trunk? Buckman Tavern on the square. Buckman Tavern, you'll notice, is right here, right next to Lexington. And you will remember a famous battle that is about to occur. Buckman Square? You mean Lexington Square, where 700 British soldiers are about to arrive? Hancock says, you see why I say we have a complication. So Kep and the gang have to go get that trunk, as did, in fact, Paul Revere and one of John Hancock's aides had to literally, as people are gathering on Lexington Green to face before the battle, are sneaking out of Buckman Tavern, this giant trunk with critical papers. And the trunk, I think, is now in a museum. I think it's in Massachusetts. Anyway, thanks for letting me share. That was a fun little bit of history and why I enjoy writing it so much. And happy almost 250th anniversary. And One If by Land, Two If by Submarine is on Goodreads giveaway right now if you want to sign up to win a free copy. Thanks again.